What's up, everyone? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and I'm here to tell you about my new series, My Legacy. It is a 10-part series. Each episode will be focusing on one particular topic. These topics are life-changing topics. You are not going to want to miss these discussions. Tune in each week for a new episode. Don't miss it. My Legacy. What's up, everyone? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and we're back again for another episode of My Legacy. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. These are the special edition pink BTBU shirts that I had made to support and represent breast cancer awareness. I want to give a special shout out to everyone out there that's ever fought cancer, especially breast cancer, and has survived. Special salute to all of y'all. This episode is about trust. And part of that trust is trusting the process that if you are diagnosed with something like that and you face that type of adversity in life, that you can survive and you can make it and you can come back even better and stronger. Trusting that process and trusting that you can survive and come back through that is one of the major battles in fighting that cancer and fighting that disease and surviving. My mother had cancer 3 times. And all 3 times that my mom had cancer, there was never a time when my mom would say, well, if I don't make it through, or if something happens. My mom always trusted the process. Never once did I ever hear her waver. It was always, well, when I get better, we're going to do this, or next year we're going to do that, or I can't wait to see your granddaughter, my daughter, graduate school. It was always what was going to come next. She always trusted that she was going to survive and she was going to come through. So those of you out there that are battling that disease, battling cancer, battling tough times, trust that process and believe that you will make it through and that you will overcome it and you will survive. And it's just like anything else in life. A good friend of mine opened up a business about 1.5 years ago, and at the very beginning of the business, he had some struggles at the beginning, but I told him, you have to trust the process. You're not just going to open it up and bam, it's going to be perfect the way that you want it. You have to continue to put in the work and the time and to push what you're trying to get out there. But if you trust that process and you believe in that process, it will eventually pay off. But so many people, they get themselves in situations and they don't trust the process of what they're doing, and they fold tent so quickly to get discouraged and give up. You have to believe, you have to trust in that. I want to talk to you about the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan. I give a lot of sports analogies. I'm a sports fan, but there's so many in-depth stories of how it parallels to everyday life. Michael Jordan was considered the greatest basketball player of all time. He was winning scoring championships. He was dominating the league in a way that no one ever has or probably ever will again, but he was not winning championships at first. He was dominating on a personal level, but he was not winning the ultimate goal, which was to be a champion, because to become a champion, it took a team. He was the most dominant individual, but he didn't have the most dominant team. He didn't trust his teammates. He trusted his ability, but he did not trust his teammates. Phil Jackson was brought in to become the coach and change everything. Phil Jackson was known as the Zen master. He was known to get inside of people's heads and to get them to see things in a different way and to control people on a very deep and spiritual mental level. And he got inside of Michael Jordan's head like no one else ever had, and told him and taught him that if you really want to succeed, if you want to surpass Bird and Magic on a team level, not just an individual level, you're going to have to trust your teammates. Continue to trust yourself and your abilities, but you're going to have to trust your teammates to win at the ultimate level. He bought into this system. And they started to bring players around him to complement him, and shooters that he could pass the ball to when he was doubled and triple teamed. He had to trust that if he made that pass to that open player, that they would hit those shots, which would lead to them winning. So they brought in Scottie Pippen. The first time they made it to the finals, they were playing against, guess who? Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers. The first game the Lakers won, Magic Johnson was a 6'9" point guard. Those of you that follow basketball know that point guards are usually 6-foot type players. He was so much bigger and longer than everyone. He could see over everyone in a way that most point guards can't. Michael Jordan said, put Scotty on him. Let Scotty guard him the entire game. He trusted, because he had seen and practiced what Scotty was capable of doing. He trusted if we put Scotty on Magic, it'll slow Magic down and it will change their offense and it will take the showtime away from them. Guess what? That trust paid off. Scotty started guarding Magic, and the next 4 games were complete domination. The Bulls backdoor swept them and won their first championship. 2 years later, when they were in the finals against the best team in basketball, the Phoenix Suns, it was Game 6. The whole championship was on the line. Guess what Michael Jordan did? He drove. He got double teamed. He kicked the ball out. He trusted his teammate. John Paxson hit the three-pointer to win the game and to win their 3rd championship. And those of you that followed him know that when he retired for 2 years, he came back out of retirement. The same thing. He had to trust in his teammates. The 5th championship, when they beat the Utah Jazz for the first time. Once again, Game 6, Michael Jordan drives, kicks the ball, open Steve Kerr, hits the shot, win the championship. It wasn't until he truly trusted his teammates and trusted the process that he started to win the championships. Not just the scoring titles and the individual accolades, but the ultimate, the championships that can never be taken from you and truly define your greatness. Once Phil Jackson was able to get him to trust his teammates is when all of that started to happen. So let's talk about trust in a relationship. So those of you out there, whether you're a guy or a girl, this goes for both of you. If you're going to have a truly successful relationship, the most important thing in that relationship is trust. Without trust, you have no relationship. See, if your relationship is a cement block, the moment you allow distrust in there, you've put a crack right through that pavement. Have any of y'all ever seen what happens when you let a crack get into a pavement? It starts off with one crack. Then as water and dirt and stuff starts to get in there, it starts another crack, and it starts another crack, it starts another crack. And then before you know it, you have a completely destroyed piece of concrete. And it all started with one crack in the middle. That's trust. Trust is the foundation to a truly solid relationship. It takes a really long time and a lot of work to build that trust, but you can lose that trust just like that with a bad decision. So you have to be mindful of your decisions that you make and how you carry yourself. Trust is a very precious thing in relationships. They're the most crucial thing. The moment your partner doesn't trust you or you don't trust your partner, the love, the respect, the trust is gone from that relationship. The crack in the foundation has started and the beginning of the end is coming your way. So those of you out there that are in a relationship or looking to have a relationship that's going to succeed at the highest level, I want you to think about trust and how important it is when you're thinking about things that you need to have in your relationship so it can succeed. Do not ever underestimate how important trust is. Trust is the key. Without it, you do not have a relationship and you do not have a foundation. So trust the process, whether it's you trying to start a business or get a promotion in your career. Trust the process that if you keep putting the work in, if you keep doing what you're supposed to do, that your business will eventually succeed, that you eventually will get the promotion and get the accolades that you're searching for. Trust the process, like Michael Jordan. He bought in. He trusted his teammates finally, and when he finally gave in and trusted them, he finally won championships instead of just scoring titles and individual awards. And those of you out there, like I said, that are in relationships, do not ever underestimate how important trust is. Without trust, you have nothing. Keep that solid foundation intact with trust and respect. All right, guys, this has been another episode of My Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed trust. I hope to see all you back for the next ones. Until then, I'm out.